click,
click,
click.
click.
We didn't syncopate very well. We'd be horrible figure skaters.
We would be.
We would slice each other because of time. Okay, let's try one more time. Ready?
Okay. Click,
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 click.
click.
Was that fun?
That was really fun.
Really?
I felt very special.
Do you like? I noticed that a lot of the people from San Diego like doing the click. I have
Yeah.
haters, but
You have to keep the click.
you think so?
Yeah, it's super unique. You got to keep the click.
Juan says we have to keep the click, and
The
he's
click.
the click. He is a very handsome Puerto Rican man, and he likes the clicks. I think it's staying in. Hello everyone, this is Take from bigheadtaco.com, and I am here in San Diego to talk to Juan of Beers and Cameras, hence the
Cool hats.
the B and C. Thank you so much for, well, two things. Thank you actually three things. Thank you for the hat.
You're welcome.
Thank you for inviting me. And thank you for agreeing to be in this video.
Yeah, my honor. Thanks for doing a video.
I was excited. So on my last video, I talked about coming down to San Diego, and man alive, you guys are cool.
Right?
You guys,
We have a really good group.
I think so.
I think it's weird because honestly, there's not one single. Well, there's like two people I don't like, but as a joke, it's but no, everybody's great and
Yes.
everybody is really passionate and they all have their strengths and what they like to shoot and their style and everybody just really friendly.
Yeah.
And I'm amazed that it's worked out so well so far.
So let's talk. Okay, we have like nerd stuff here, and let's pull up our bags. We have our skin. Or what do you call it?
Zkin.
Zkin. I think they both sound cool.
Yeah.
And so Zkin sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
But anyways, these are our skin bags. They sent both of us like for us to kind of review and to whatever. So thank you guys for sending this to us.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so
Anyway.
we're gonna stop nerding out.
Yeah.
Let's talk business here.
Okay.
So when you
Gotta
invited me,
pick up a camera.
okay, you want to hold, you want to
wanna
coddle
hold something,
something?
yeah, yeah.
It's like a pillow, but it's
Yeah.
hard and German.
Yes.
So let's talk a bit about your brand.
Okay.
What made you start Beers and Cameras?
So to start off with, it was actually me and my friend Pacholo.
Yeah.
We started to meet up at a coffee shop and do all that kind of stuff, just nerd out on camera gear, just us two. Me and my wife, we moved, and the new neighborhood was more beer and that kind of hipster stuff.
Craft beer.
Yeah, craft coffee, craft
shop.
beer.
Yeah.
So we started meeting at breweries, invited a couple friends, and then one night I decided to start an Instagram account, and then I gave them the password. I'm like, hey, post whatever you want, see what happens. They largely kind of ignored it. I think they thought it was just weird, right?
Yeah.
But so I just
All
kept,
great ideas are weird at
yeah.
first, I think.
So
They're
I
different.
just kept posting, and then that's it. People came to our first meet. We had 12 people at our first meetup, and then we had like 18, and slowly. Now we average like 35 to 47.
Okay, but last night,
Was like 82, 85,
82.
yeah,
It was
82.
I was trying to interview everyone at first, and it ended up. I think I ended up talking to about 15 or 16.
Yeah.
Like I ignored the others, like 70. So
Yeah.
I apologize for all. I just couldn't talk to everyone. It'd be like a 4-hour video.
There's not enough take to go around. Right?
I guess I have to come back for
You gotta come back.
your 1.5 year anniversary
yeah.
or something,
Yeah,
right? So just very quickly, so Chris and Pacholo,
Pocholo.
but how
So,
did he actually? Was
how I
Pacholo,
met them?
Was he your childhood friend?
No. So I'm a weirdo. So I met both Pocholo and Chris David, who's also kind of he's become a very core to Beers and Cameras and a very good sounding board for ideas, and like I throw stuff at him and he gives input. He's very great photographer. Met them through Craigslist.
So forget
So,
Facebook. Forget
You meet your buddies through Craigslist.
Meetup.com. Well, I don't know, whatever.
Wait, you could meet people through Craigslist though. But he was very friendly. Pacholo was, and I kept texting him randomly, and he's like, "Who is this guy?" But he seems friendly. I don't know, and we just kept talking. We met up, and he bought something off me. I bought something off him, and
So explain. Okay, so that's the beginnings of, and then 1 year later we had the big event, and so I vlogged it. I
Right.
might insert some bits of that night.
Right
But
now.
It got to the let's
how they do that. They are up
okay,
in the
right.
corner.
Okay,
Right.
right now.
All right, so I didn't realize like we actually have the entire table. So I just talked like the first half. What's up?
This is my brother.
Oh.
And my mom.
Oh, hello.
Milton.
Milton?
Yes.
Take, nice to meet you.
My mom.
And Mama,
Grandma.
nice to meet you.
Very good. Again, we would make horrible figure
We
skaters.
would.
Our timing is off. But I mean, yesterday there was like 3 guys from Sony corporate,
Right.
2 or 3 guys, and you also get a rotation. There's other guys that didn't show up.
Right. We have a Olympus rep, Ray.
There you
who
go.
Comes. He brings camera stuff as well.
Yeah. And also you had the Sony artisan
Correct.
photographers, Spencer.
And we've had Paul Giroux
okay, I don't know.
before. He's another artisan.
Oh, very good.
Yeah,
very
yeah.
good.
But we had Spencer Pablo. We had Johnny Pham, who does pro support for Sony.
Yeah.
And
Hey, Johnny.
And we had Jeff Hyatt. who-
Yes,
yeah,
Jeff. Hello, Jeff. Thank
Yeah.
you for everything.
A top corporate guy.
Yeah.
Who
So-
made a lot of the.
The stuff happens.
Yes.
Yeah, like, these chairs are too high. Yeah, so Jeff's the one that was able to get me the RX 100 Mark V. The vlog, I think the vlog will come out before this video. So anyways, people
Okay.
know that I've been using it. So
Yeah.
it was Jeff. So thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Sony North America, for supporting Beers and Camera, as well as entrusting me with this camera for 3 or 4 days. Because I could flee the country.
You're going to flee tomorrow morning.
I am.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to talk about a little bit. We're growing.
Oh, yeah, so let's
We don't want to
talk-
maybe divulge all the details. Maybe.
No.
What do you think? You know about the details.
Okay, so let's just say
What do you think?
the fact that I came down to the event, I think will show that I found there's value in me coming down, and I do get invited to different events. I don't go to all of them, and I mean this wasn't that far away, but I do make sure that I want to associate my brand with another brand that I believe in, and I think even though I don't drink beer, I tasted the coffee, cocoa.
Yeah, Cocovesa, Stone Brewing Cocovesa.
Yes. There you go.
Cocovesa with Mostra coffee beans. It's really good.
Excellent. And you like it?
I love it.
So it's a mixture of coffee and beer. So here we go, bottoms up. Actually, that was pretty darn good. I don't like coffee, I don't like beer, but somehow 2 negatives made a positive. It's weird, that rarely happens, but it was actually very yummy. What a brand. I think your brand is excellent. And because I showed interest, I think other strong brands, which I think you should keep a secret.
We'll keep it secret.
We'll keep
But
it secret.
it'll come out soon, and maybe by the time this video is out,
I might even
they
embed
know.
it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
Could have down below.
down below, we'll put it here. What that other brand?
Hey Take, from all of us here at the Camera Store, we'd just like to say thank you for sharing this opportunity with your viewers. We're excited to see this initiative, YYC Beers and Cameras, really take off.
We've been out doing some research, scouting around a bunch of local venues, checking out local breweries. We're really excited to get out there, start taking pictures, and drinking some beers.
Got a lot of great beer here.
We can't wait to get photographers and artists together and get this movement going in Calgary.
I mean, that's probably the best part, right? Just getting the community together, getting everybody having a great time. And you know, you flew all the way down to San Diego, Take, to join them, Beers and Cameras. Calgary's a lot closer, so we can't wait to see you here.
Yeah. So one of the things we get very often on our Instagram account is, I wish you were closer. When are you coming to my city?
Yes.
And we're not like a touring thing. We're
Yes.
based out of San Diego, Southern California. There's lots of great cities with great photographers that we need to. So we hope to grow and start up chapters, sponsored by
Various corporate sponsors.
Yeah, things like that.
And then organize and keep it going.
to build communities across the world.
Very good. Okay, so we got the business part of it.
Yeah.
Beers and Cameras, we got the hats. So let's talk a little bit about the nerdy part.
Right.
The nerdy part. You can nerd out on beer all you want, but I will have a blank face. But there is something that we do have in common when it comes to gear, first of all.
Love for gear.
No,
This
okay.
thing.
No, we do. Yeah, you said you wanted something to hug
Yes,
while we're...
yes.
Is that... Okay, so I try to explain to people that my wife, she just kind of doesn't like being in the limelight or being too... So I call her camera girl. Some people are like, you know, that's demeaning. You know, she has a name. I know she has a name. She's my wife of 16 years. 17... But she just kind of doesn't... So she likes being behind the camera. But I call her my camera girl. It's kind of a cute thing. But you also have a camera girl.
I do. Beautiful camera girl.
Beautiful
Just like your
camera-
wife is very beautiful.
Thank you. Your wife is also beautiful.
Thank you.
Let's pat each other on the back of her beautiful
We did
wife.
good, we
Like
did
somehow
good.
we did something. We did nothing.
We just like that, like, whew.
Yes, yes. Thank you for marrying us,
Yes.
beautiful camera girls. But explain a little bit about your wife, about her camera.
Yeah, so we both in college would take our little points and shoots, and we have all those blackmail photos of our friends. So we kind of took photos a long time ago.
Yes.
But then we got this kind of re-inspired because we have kids.
Yes.
And she wanted a film camera.
Oh.
So I got her a Nikon F3. I didn't
Yes.
want to shoot film. I thought, well, I have digital. Why would I shoot film?
The fact that she chose that camera shows how awesome she is.
Yeah. So she got the camera,
Yeah.
and then I was like, this is awesome too.
Mm.
So yeah. So she shoots that in a Fuji X70.
Yes.
Brings her camera everywhere. So,
Excellent.
yeah.
So let's
Meet her?
invite. Yes. Should we? Do you want to come in, Raquel?
I'll come in.
All right. And
And I got the baby.
and what? Oh, hey. Hi. How are you? All right,
All right.
Raquel. We got rid of your husband. And actually, we were teasing, saying, really, he's camera boy.
Yeah,
I
like
think so.
that. He's
I
my
think so.
camera boy.
Yeah. And so let's talk a little bit. Okay, so we could talk about a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You are one of, I shouldn't say few, but there were other girls there. But you
Right.
said, what did you say about how many girls were at the beginning?
Oh, in the beginning, I was the only girl
Only
at Beers
girl.
and Cameras. Yeah.
Yeah.
And over time, eventually, we got
More and
more
more.
and more.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, the word spread, and there's quite a few.
Yeah, and in a way, we shouldn't be surprised because I would say there's probably, like in Japan, I was telling you, there's probably more female photographers than males, and in
Right.
South Asia. So it's not that women don't take pictures or aren't photographers, they just maybe don't come out to these events because they're a little bit too nerdy.
Maybe.
Right? Because they
Yeah.
don't want to sit around and talk cameras all day.
Right.
But when I went, I realized it wasn't just a bunch, there are a bunch of nerds, and we're all camera nerds.
Right.
But most of the time, we weren't talking cameras a lot.
I can see that. I
And
think
maybe-
guys are a little more technical and nerdy.
Yeah.
So a lot of girls who would start coming were saying, I don't know a lot, but
Yeah.
I shoot a lot. I
Yes.
love to go out and
Yes.
take pictures. And I'd say, don't worry, it's fine.
Yeah. And so really, I think one of the things I asked you, and I feel bad for asking, it wasn't, I didn't mean to be condescending, but I'm kind of like, oh, are you going there to support your husband?
Right.
And you're all like, no,
No.
like I'm core, like you're there because you want to be
Right.
with the boys.
Right.
And you had a funny
And the
story about
girls.
her. And the girls.
Yeah, actually, when we started Beers and Cameras, she was in my belly.
Yes, so you actually weren't drinking
I
any
wasn't
beer.
drinking beer.
So you're like the matriarchal figurehead of Beers and Cameras.
Right,
And
right.
yet, but you couldn't drink beer for the first few months
No,
of it,
for
or however
First, yeah,
the first bit
half
of it,
of it, yeah.
first half of it.
pretty much.
But fantastic event. So I mean, really, you are a big part of the success of Beers and Cameras.
I
Obviously.
like to think so, yeah.
Well, his arms went wide, so yes, obviously.
Yeah.
And I think it's great because, in the photo world, like I said, I know the commercial photography industry in Vancouver,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say in certain fields like wedding photography, there's probably more female photographers than there are
Oh,
male.
yeah.
And in other genres like boudoir or whatever, I mean, there's
Yeah.
a
Senior
strong presence.
portrait kind of
Yeah.
thing.
But when you go to, or even like magazine editors and stuff like that, the photo editors, they're like a lot of females. But when you have these clubs and groups, it just all men show up. And right? Would you like to say
Oh, yeah.
something to the female photographers?
Come on out!
Exactly. It is a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And the guys are all nice. They're nerdy, so they're nice.
Yeah, they're nerdy, so there's no threat.
There's no
That's what
threat.
she means.
Good guys to meet, too.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, exactly.
No, you can learn a lot. You can use everyone's equipment. It's great. It's a great opportunity to connect with fellow photographers.
Yeah, and the fact that Sony and Olympus and some like sponsor photographers from various brands come, and then they could sort of share their knowledge,
Yeah.
and as well, like you said, even for them, they'll come and say, "Hey, I've never touched a Fuji X Pro 2," or
Right.
"Hey, that's that new Leica," and you're a Sony guy. There's
Yeah.
no camps there, right?
Right.
Everyone
No, and
kind
my
of-
first meetup, the very first one, I never even held a DSLR.
Oh, it's kind of heavy, right?
It's huge.
Yeah,
It's so
yeah, yeah,
heavy.
yeah.
Yeah, we're used to the.
So that's why you like.
I love
The
Fuji
X70?
X70. Yes.
Yes, it's an
Yeah,
awesome
I love
camera,
It.
yeah.
I can put it in my purse. I have a little skin. They
Yes,
Zekin.
skin. Zekin, yeah,
They
sure.
make a little like padded thing you can put. I should have brought it out, but I'll put that around it and
Yes.
just throw it in my purse.
Yeah.
So I can bring it anywhere.
Bring it
It's
anywhere.
really nice.
And
yeah.
you
a
have-
diaper bag.
Exactly. So I can grab that camera
Sure.
from you.
Thank
And
you.
so, you want to talk about your
Sure.
your
This is
first?
it.
Woohoo!
Woohoo.
That is a beautiful camera.
I know, it really is.
Um,
It's a
it-
great gift.
It is. It is I mean, it's not light though.
No,
But
it's so heavy.
It's heavy. So
Compared to my little guy.
So you got that pre-baby, obviously.
Pre-baby.
Pre-baby.
Yeah.
And now with
It's a little
it-
difficult with the baby.
yes.
Yeah.
But it's still so what made you want to get that camera? I mean, there's lots of cameras out there.
You know, I've just heard great things about it,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah.
And what kind of stuff were you shooting when you're shooting with film and
Honestly, I use it the most when we go do things as a family.
Oh, really?
Yeah, vacations,
Yeah, yeah.
scenery, just the family,
Very good.
capturing those candid moments.
Excellent. So thank you so much. I think she's getting a little bit antsy.
I know, she's
Yeah,
like,
Alessandra.
Let me strap.
Are you hungry? Yeah. So thank you so much for
Thank
agreeing to
you.
come on.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna get your husband back in
All
again.
right.
Camera boy.
Camera
Bring in
boy.
camera boy.
Here comes camera boy.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Come back, cameraman, camera boy.
Boy.
I'm older than you. I guess I can say that.
Yes, sir. You
Cameraman.
can, sir.
Cameraman.
Mr. Take.
So Juan, we get to the point where we can nerd out. So let's
Okay.
talk a little bit about your camera journey. Is there any one you want to start with, or you want me to pick?
Well, journey started with G12 Canon, then to the NX 5s, 5Ns, 5Rs, all the N8 Sony cameras.
Yeah.
And then ended up with the A7S here.
Yes. And why do you like the A7S?
Primarily the high ISO. So I love that I can take this out and shoot any lighting condition, I feel
Yes.
like. And not, just, I like that I don't have to sacrifice shutter speed as much. And when I do like beers and camera shots and stuff like that, people are moving into like candid stuff.
It's low light, obviously. In
Right,
these
right,
pubs and restaurants
right.
and stuff.
Yeah. So the A7S, and it does really get, the quality is really, I get really sharp. The lenses I use are really nice, but I get really good photos, I think, quality-wise.
No, definitely. I mean,
Yeah.
go check out Beers. This is where we start doing that.
Beers.
Beers and Camera. So at Beers and Cameras.
Right.
But as well, you have Brews and Cameras.
Brews and cameras too, which is like this. I call it the sister account, which I'm not even sure that's a thing, really.
No, I think it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's smaller, and the advantage of that, or the main difference of that one meets up on the weekends, like in the morning. So it kind of has a sort of different audience. People go to both.
Yes.
But if you're not available in the evenings or night during the week, you got that Saturday morning kind of wake up early before the rest of your family wakes up.
Yeah.
Skate out, hang with us, go on a little photo walk at different craft coffee places, and then head back home, and you're
And then back to
Join the family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the Sony, and then we saw a lot of Sonys that night.
Yeah, Sony's huge in our meetups, and I'm assuming they do really well with mirrorless cameras. I mean, they're selling it like hotcakes. So
Yeah.
I think their presence in San Diego is strong. I mean, a lot of Sony shooters, Fuji shooters, and stuff. So this is the Sony, and I don't actually use this lens for beers and cameras very often. It's a great lens. It's a Luxia 50mm f2.
Yes.
But I usually go with. So the main advantage of Sony's is the manual shooting with manual lenses. So I shoot
Yes,
other lenses.
yes.
I shoot a different glass.
Yes, and I saw that too. A lot of Leica glass, Leica R and M glass,
Yep.
Voigtlander lenses, any kind of vintagey kind of stuff. And it's neat to see it without the crop factor.
Right.
Is that, I guess that's
In
the
its
main.
full glory.
Yes, exactly.
And with all its imperfections and character that you get. Because the Sony lenses that would work on this are great, and they're beautiful, and their autofocus is fast, but you get more character, I feel, with the legacy glass.
Yeah, and that's what I found even in Hong Kong. All the guys that had the Sonys had like cine lenses, projector lenses,
Yeah.
just like weird stuff. And they were just more curious about the rendering. They're like, I don't care if it's the sharpest.
Yeah.
We know the sharpest. It's like the G Master stuff. That's going to be the sharpest.
Right.
But they're like, they want to kind of see what a Leica looks on there,
Yeah.
just for fun, on a Sony sensor. And you get these weird kind of different looks. And that's
Right.
what you find, eh?
Exactly what I find. And another advantage of that, if we go into the film side of what we have here,
Yes.
is when you have a film camera like a M mount,
Yes.
you can then share lenses.
Yes. So you're sorry. So what camera is that then?
Oh, so this is a M6.
M6 with...
With the Zeiss Sonar 50mm f1.5.
And strap.
Child labor strap.
Very good. That's a cool green one.
It is a cool
I'm
green
jealous.
one.
And he is also Juan.
He is also Juan.
So Juan-
He's my tocayo, as they say.
I want the green one, Juan. It's very nice.
Yeah, he just sent it to me out of the goodness of his heart, and
Yes.
that's what makes me. And it's a really good quality and really really soft. So
Yes.
when I got it, I was actually really impressed, and I was like, oh, what a nice guy.
It's very nice. He is he's
He's
very
wonderful.
Nice. So Juan, you're wonderful from New York. So child of labor, we'll put
Yep.
that down here as well. So I did notice. So you did take pictures with that on a recent trip.
Right. So I brought with me the A7. I actually had the A7R2
Oh, okay.
for that one because I borrowed it from Sony. Again,
Thank you, Sony.
gracious, generous people. I took that and the M6, and I just used M lenses, M mount lenses, so I could pack with less lenses. I had this around my neck,
Yes.
and then I had the Sony A7R2 in my hand,
Yes.
and with like the 50, and then the M6 would have like the 35,
Mm.
and then if I wanted to swap it out, I quickly just
That's right.
yeah. So I brought less gear, shot
Mm.
more, less gear, less stuff to carry.
So you find that's a great combo if you shoot like an M and you love the M glass, but you also want to quickly see. You're not going to run out and spend $6,000 on an M digital body.
No.
So Sony is. I mean, it's not only because it's cheaper, but I mean, like you said, the low light ISO performance on especially the S. I mean, what kind of ISOs are you hitting that's still reasonable? Like you find.
I 8,000.
And it's still nice.
Yeah,
eh?
12,800 to me.
Yeah.
But 8,000 to me is
Solid.
yeah, I floor people. They like wow.
Yeah, Leicas, you know what? The M's, I wouldn't go over 3,200. I'd stick to 1,600 and maybe 800 during the day. Did you find that? Because you also have an X Pro,
I have X Pro 2.
which we don't
So
have
I love
here.
I don't have it here. I have some of the lenses here.
Yes.
So I like shooting Fuji as well.
Yes. So you're all over the place.
I am. I have
But
film, Sony,
Yes.
Fuji.
So what else do you want to show
So
here?
I have a Canon net.
Yes.
Just a
Beautiful.
classic. Almost like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just a really well designed. Get them fairly inexpensively.
Yeah.
They're built pretty well, I feel. So Canon net.
A lot of the hipsters, it's the first entry
and it's-
into film photography.
And it's
simple.
a fast built-in lens, a 1.7.
Yes, exactly. Well,
So-
there's different ones. You got the one with the fast lens. There are ones that are
I
a little
didn't
bit
even know
slower.
that.
Yeah. That's why it's called the QL17.
I never
QL17. Shabang.
I never knew that.
Yeah, so there you go. Okay, so next
Okay,
camera.
so I have the Voigtlander Bessa R3M, which is actually my first rangefinder.
How do you like
I got
that?
this. I loved it.
You said it with the D, like love, like past loved.
Oh, because I have to sell it.
Oh, you're happy.
Yeah,
with that.
I have
Okay.
to sell it, unfortunately. But in a lot on paper, it actually has the specs that are better than the M6. It has a faster max shutter, 2000,
Yeah, which is very fast.
100% viewfinder.
Yes.
But there's something about the feel when you cock the
Yes.
shutter
Yes.
smooth.
Yes.
The
It's
way
hard,
you.
it's hard to explain, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is, and I never really got it till I actually held one and shot it.
Mm.
I was like, I get it. I get it. And shooting rangefinder is something that you have to try.
Yes.
I know you do that.
Yes.
But it's a very different experience in itself. So this is a great entry. I don't want to say entry into.
No, I think it is. If you want to buy brand new, that's currently being made.
But they don't make these anymore.
Yes,
but they're in
what I mean is yes, and you can get them like 1 or 2 years old, and
Correct,
not
yeah.
40 years old.
Or get mine.
Or get
There's a link.
Get
No,
Juan's.
I'm kidding.
We'll put it, it'll be gone before the video comes out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're selling that.
I'm
but
selling this guy.
It's a great entry point into
It was
rangefinder film.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah.
Okay.
Cry.
Next.
Next camera. Here, the Ricoh GR.
Yeah. What do you like that?
It's a little powerhouse. You take the most casual photo. Like it fits in your pocket,
Yes.
And then you take the most casual photo. You're just like, oh. And then when you go back and review, I don't like the JPEGs personally.
I don't. I actually talked about it.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe the black and white. I think Eric Kim
Black and
has all
white's
these
good.
things where he does like you can manipulate the JPEGs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a fan. The color's weird too.
Yeah,
A little bit.
And it does what Fuji has, that in-body raw conversion.
Yes.
Which I love. I
Yes.
actually wish Sony did that. Maybe that's asking too much.
Sony, give it a try.
think
We'll
it'd
see.
be-
It's nice actually.
It is really nice,
Yeah.
especially if you don't want, you're on the go, you don't have a laptop, and you want to tweak something, you underexpose it too much, and you
And
want to
you-
work with the raw file.
And you don't want to commit to one of the effects.
Right.
One of the black and white color,
Yep.
high contrast, low contrast,
Yeah.
whatever. So you're like, let's shoot it first, and I'll think about it later. And you can actually add white balance after.
Yeah,
Right?
you can
So,
tweak
it all.
So I love that feature about it. I love the size, I love the sharpness of this lens is incredibly sharp.
It is.
You take them, like I was going to say, you take the most casual picture and it locked the focus great, and
Yes.
you zoom in and you're like, oh my gosh.
Yes.
You
There's no anti-aliasing filter in
Correct.
here, so it's super
Lot of
sharp.
detail,
So you
yeah.
got to watch out for the moire a little bit because it's so sharp. But you can add, you can fix that in post in camera if you shoot raw.
Yes.
So excellent,
Shoot
the
raw.
GR.
Yeah, I'll take it to the, it's a great camera. Then here we have this old, this guy. This is the,
Oh, I'll insert pictures that I took of this. Oh.
so I actually found this it was an estate sale.
Yes.
Do they have those in Canada?
Come on. We're not, yes, of course we do. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know
Yes.
what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yes.
As an estate sale, and they had a really bad Craigslist. I'm on Craigslist a lot, apparently. Craigslist.
That's where I find all your friends.
Yeah, nobody wants to be friends with me unless, so I found it on Craigslist. I left work in the middle of the day and nabbed it up, and it because in the pictures I saw this Voigtlander lens, and I was like, wait a minute, that's a screw mount body.
Yes.
That's a Voigtlander. It's got to be that original Nocton. Did I say it right?
But it's not Japanese, it's German.
Oh,
Yes.
but yeah,
But
But
yeah,
the name,
No, but
it's made. But the lens is Voigtlander, Cosina.
No, but not the original one. Not the one from the 1950s. That's German.
This guy?
Yeah.
Voigtlander?
Voigtlander. Well, the new ones.
Yeah.
The new ones are made in
Oh,
Japan,
right
but
here,
the
right
old
here.
ones. What does it say
Oh,
there?
yeah, Germany. But anyway, and I knew this lens was rare.
Yes. The original Nocton.
This is the original Nocton, so
Yeah.
it's a screw mount
Screw
and
mount.
really great shape.
Yes.
And it's a beautiful lens, and it's really heavy.
It's nice. It's heavy, but it's compact. In fact, in terms of weight, it's probably the same weight as the M6, but it's like 30% smaller. It's much.
It is smaller.
Here, let's just face it towards here. Like it's quite a bit smaller, but it's like the same weight.
Right.
Mind you, we have the viewfinder up top
Right,
here.
yeah.
So explain a little bit about the viewfinder, which I think is really cool. If I was going to steal anything from you, but not a camera, I'd steal the viewfinder.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
pretty cool. It's not a friend of mine, Anthony, who's Beers and Cameras attendee. He
Yes.
told me this is the same one that Cartier-Bresson used. So it's not, I don't want to say it's parallax, but the image is reversed. Kind of like in your eye.
Yes.
So when you look through it to frame your shot, it's actually backwards.
Yes. It actually
Yeah.
zooms. It's not a
Yes,
it's not a rangefinder line.
No,
It
no.
actually it's like a mini zoom lens.
Yeah, it's kind of.
So it actually zooms in. So when you go to 75, it zooms in to 75,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat. And then you have the distance parallax control on the bottom.
Right.
And as you fix it, you can actually see the parallax, the view actually shifts.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that must be worth quite a bit.
I think I got $100.
No, there's no way. So actually,
Well,
instead
I'll
of
sell
stealing
it to
I
you
could
for
just-
$100.
Would you? Yeah, I wouldn't split the kit.
No, I wouldn't.
Don't split it. Keep it together.
Yeah, this was all purchased together originally.
Yeah.
I know the names all over. I got all the swag. I got the original case with this.
Yes.
I got all the paperwork basically.
And also you have the flash ball,
Yep, the
like
flash.
everything. So
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
entire kit.
cleaning cloths from Leica.
Really?
Yeah. And the beauty again of the Sony system or Fuji or mirrorless cameras in general is I can take this lens and put it on that. And I've actually shot this lens on the Sony.
And how do you like it?
It has that really dreamy. This is a good copy. I think it's sharp considering it's from like the 1950s.
Yes.
Wide open,
Yeah.
but it has a swirl.
Nice swirl, yeah.
15 aperture blade. So even if you stop it down, you're still getting circular highlights.
Yeah.
And yeah, again, character. So to me, character wins over.
The ultimate sharpness,
Yeah,
edge to
yeah.
edge, like no
Right.
light fall off, less distortion. Who cares?
Yeah.
If it has this distinct look that
And-
people are trying to use visco filters to imitate, you're
Yeah.
like, I don't need visco.
Right, and then it's fun to shoot, so it makes you want to shoot more. So it's about the experience. Yeah,
Very
put
good.
it down.
Excellent. Yes. And so that's coming. That's not even everything.
No.
Like you don't have the Expert 2. You have lots of X Pro. You have a lot of Fuji lenses.
and I have other
and
lenses for
you have
Sony.
Other lenses. Yeah.
7200, the 55 Zeiss.
But we need something to talk about the next time I see you.
Yeah, the rest. Who knows what I'll have? Maybe I'll have actually, I like a digital.
Oh. So wow, we just nerded out.
We did.
So this is not an example of what Beers is like we're like being poster child for Beers and cameras. But as you saw when Raquel came on, it's like smiling and enjoying each other's company.
It's about
right?
people and the community.
Yes.
And it's building a community in the city, and we built it without even realizing that was our goal.
Yes.
and we have one now, and I think it's great. It's fulfilling.
Yes,
here.
it is. I could tell you're having a good time. So what we just did, you can do it if you want, right?
Yep.
There are some guys that went in a corner and they'll do bursts of nerding, speed nerding for like a few
Speed
minutes.
nerding, huh?
Yeah, but then they still come back, have their beer. I had the lobster sandwich. That was mighty fine.
Yeah.
What did you have?
I had the fish and chips.
Fish and chips? That was probably...
Yeah, at Beer Fish.
At Beer
in
Fi-
North Park.
It's funny. It's like Beers and Cameras. We ate at Beer Fish, and then we went to the...
Fall Brewing.
Fall Brewing. So this whole beer thing was happening.
The beer culture is strong in San Diego. We're
It
just
is.
kind of using that as a vehicle to get people together.
Yeah, exactly. And I think you did a great job. Thank
you.
you so much for inviting me.
Thanks for coming.
Oh,
I didn't think you'd... I had no idea.
You just kind of
Random, right?
randomly the power of Instagram,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
It is, yeah.
Without Instagram, I mean that's your primary vehicle for your brand, right?
Correct.
You have a
Correct.
website.
We have
but
a
really-
website.
Yeah.
But Instagram is where its beginnings and how it's growing.
Yes.
Instagram.
And for myself as well. I mean, a lot of people come to me because of either my YouTube or my Instagram account, and so it's a great way as well to network and meet people, and for different brands to come together. Neither of us are rich doing what we do. In fact,
No.
we're probably minus, if anything.
We
for
are
your time.
minus, yeah.
But it's a great way of forming a community and creating interest in the things that we love doing.
Correct.
Right, so excellent. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Again, thank you, Juan. Thank you, Raquel. Thank you, Alyssa. Hello, Alyssa. You want to come in here and you want to click with us?
Oh,
yeah,
Do you want to? All right. So we're gonna finish
now I
off.
have to time it too.
Oh, you know
Oh,
what
yeah.
though? So what if I follow your guys' lead and I'll like
Do you want
cut
to
in
grab whatever you like?
whatever you like? What
I'll
do
grab
you?
this guy.
Okay, very good. So so again, coming to you from San Diego as the sun is setting in the backyard of the official Beers and Cameras
HQ.
HQ with Camera Boy and Raquel
And Raquel.
and Big Head Taco. Thank you so much for watching and happy shooting.
Click.
Click.
Click, click, click.
Click.
Oh man,
Click.
so good.
Wow, I almost half clicked.
Did you really?
But I pulled it
awesome,
back.
awesome.